Welcome to High Speed Hotshot Weekly, where once a week I give you a quick 2-minute clip from my 2 video trainings that I've created to show you how to start a hotshot trucking business, how to operate a successful hotshot business day in and day out, and dispatch for yourself, which means learning how to find your own loads and being on the road as much or as little as you'd like and earning as much money as you'd like. I've created over 70 videos on my YouTube channel showing you exactly how I moved on the road and how much money I made every week. High Speed Hotshot Weekly is a weekly glimpse into exactly how I did it. Enjoy. Okay, so let's get started with the list of items that the FMCSA requires you to have on board. Now, the FMCSA is the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration. They are a part of the Department of Transportation, and their job is to ensure that there's safety on the road amongst motor carriers, such as yourself, myself, hotshot drivers, big rig drivers, tractor trailer drivers, anybody that's moving commercial goods within a state or across state lines and has a DOT number and an MC number, is basically overseen, at least the safety of the safe operation of those companies and everything they do is overseen by the FMCSA, again, the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration. So the FMCSA has a list of things that they require every commercial vehicle to have on board. It's a really short list. I'm sure if you dig deep enough, there's other things. It's hard to find a list on the FMCSA website. I've called the FMCSA and asked them, hey, can you give me the full detailed list of everything you want people to have on board? They didn't have one. At least when I called and the person I spoke to couldn't provide me a link or a resource or direct me in the direction of a list that they publish. But there are certain things that the FMCSA is going to require that you have. And if you're wondering how they're going to know whether I have them or not, well, the FMCSA, they reach out to motor carriers like you and I on the road through state police, through DOT officers. So if and when you get pulled over, those folks are acting on behalf of the FMCSA and their guidelines, their mandates, their policies, and all that stuff. So they're going to make sure that you have these items on board. First thing, a paper log. So you have an ELD, an electronic logging device. Basically, it tracks your time, and I'll get into all that in some of the next lessons here. But if your ELD goes down, because it's on your phone or your tablet or your laptop, whatever you have on board, if your ELD goes down, you have to have a way to track your time, the time that you're driving, the time that you're on the clock, if you will. Well, if your phone, tablet, laptop goes down, they want you to track that on a certain graph. Let's call it a graph, or a certain piece of paper. That's called a paper log. Before there were ELDs, electronic logging devices, all truckers had were paper logs. So that was all they had. Now we depend on, technology, but if technology lets us down, they want to make sure that you're able to still track your time on the road, your brakes and all that kind of stuff. So they're going to ask you to see your paper logs. Now, I have mine. They're still in the plastic from Amazon. They're under my rear seat where all my storage area is. And every time I've gotten pulled over, randomly, before they let me go, they always say, hey, by the way, can we see your paper logs? I pull it out in its package. They see it. They say, okay, just want to make sure you have it. So you want to have paper logs on board at all times because they will ask you for it when they pull you over. As far as another safety item, I hope this 2-minute clip was helpful for you. If you'd like to watch the other 35 lessons in the Ready, Set, Prepare video training or the other 75 lessons in the Money, Money, Money video training, you can either click the link in the description section below. Here's 2 ways to get to that. Or you can Google Hotshot Training or hotshottraining.com to get to my website. Or you can simply shoot me an email and I'll send you the link to my website. Also, feel free to shoot me an email with any startup questions you have, or if you'd like 30 days of free Loadboard access, or if you want to connect with the ELD factoring company, fuel cards, or supplies that I've used since day one. This is all my way of saving you time, money, and frustration as you start your hotshot trucking business. I remember what it was like getting started with nobody to help. Check out my free 7-part video training called Before You Buy a Truck to help you understand how the business works. A piece of advice though, be sure to watch other hotshot trucking channels to learn more about commercial insurance prices, current load rates, laws, and other things that change daily in this business. Because having owned, bought, and sold multiple businesses over my life, I know one thing. If you're going to be a successful business owner, it's up to you to stay on top of things. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week on High Speed Hotshot Weekly.